Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PWA Battery. My name is Gary Bloomfield. I am your host for this evening, and what a star-studded lineup we have for you this evening. The Factor will take on Johnny X in our opening bout. Also tonight, we have some great tag team actions that are going to give us a preview of the finals of Block B, which will happen this Thursday on Assault. And in particular, those matches, we will see the Sin Twins, Oliver and Evelyn Sin, taking on Reckless Love. Our main event, Alyssa and Aldo Wild will take on members of the Champions League, Alex Prime and Brawler Beckett. Also tonight, Spencer Watts will meet Nemesis Rex one-on-one. But tonight, we're going to get things started with The Factor, who has made PWA Battery his home, and he'll be taking on former NWC World Champion Johnny X. Let's take you to ringside.
Fight.
Referee Bill Weiss signals for the contest to begin. The Factor taking on Johnny X one-on-one. Factor making his debut this season, and he has had only a few losses, mostly wins, especially, oh my goodness, just got thrown over the top rope and a belly-to-belly suplex from Johnny X. Factor looking to come back, is caught in a second suplex from X. Factor has done very well on Battery this season, but my goodness, Johnny X is really taking it to him right now. Johnny X with another overhead belly-to-belly, and again Factor sails outside of the ring. Factor gamely getting back in. Takes a stiff jab from X, sends X off to the ropes. X grabs the top rope. Collar double top, body slam from the Factor. He's looking to get back into this thing after being tossed around like a rag doll early in this match. Arm drag from the Factor. Out of the way of X's soul butt. Collar and elbow type, dragon screw leg whip, and X is on the, Factor is on the canvas once again. As X looks to take control, picks Factor back up to his feet. Nice kick there from Johnny X, former NWC World Champion. Oh, looking for the pile driver, but it got back body dropped instead by the Factor. Punch kick combination from X, and another hard kick to the ribs of the Factor. Low blow. I don't know what has gotten into Johnny X, but he is looking to just dismantle the Factor. Might want to make this an early night. Covers him, one, count of two. Kick out by the Factor. Factor not quite done yet. Now the Factor and X gonna trade blows here, off in the corner. And the Factor hits the canvas hard once again. Johnny X with that beautiful splash, the second time off the top rope, going up a third time, and a third splash. Factor fires off an elbow shot, but it's going to take more than one elbow shot to get him back in this thing. That 180 spine buster will help. Collar and elbow top, front face lock applied by the Factor, keeping X from delivering any more offense. Sickle hold now applied by the Factor. Johnny X breaks apart the hands, fights his way out of the hold. X set off to the ropes, and Factor with a back body drop. Factor now getting on a roll here. Dragon screw leg whip from the Factor. Factor has been, we've seen him take some punishment. Oh my, X Factor Cover, count of 2, and that's it. Wow. Johnny X was on a mission tonight as he absolutely waylaid the Factor. Time of the fall, 5 minutes and 23 seconds. Your winner, the Heartthrob Kid, Johnny X. Up next in singles action, we have Spencer Watts, who will be taking on the PWA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Nemesis Rex. Let's take you to ringside.
Fight.
Referee Bill White signals for the contest to begin. Spencer Watts taking on Nemesis Rex one-on-one in a preview match for the finals of Block B, where it will be the Devil's Own. Nemesis Rex and the Cold Snakes taking on the magnificent team of Spencer Watts, Nicky Wilde, and Derek Arzon. Spencer Watts is outweighed and outpowered in this match. He's going to have to rely on his technical acumen and his speed. Nemesis Rex certainly knows how to bring all of that power to bear, especially on a much smaller opponent. He is going to look to torture Spencer Watts into submission or just knock him out cold with the unkindest cut. A wily veteran of many years, Nemesis Rex knows all the tricks of the trade, but Spencer Watts is going to show him a few here. Look out, spider suplex! Spencer Watts still perched up on the top rope, and Nemesis Rex out of the way before Spencer Watts could take advantage. Collar double tie up once again, chin crusher from Rex. Rex takes a hard shot there from Watts. Watts looking for the double underhooks, gets back, body dropped instead by Nemesis. Nemesis stopping away at the gut. Staying away from the offense of Spencer Watts. Irish Whip reversal, Watts off the ropes. Rex with a big chop. Down goes Watts. Collar double tie up once again. Nemesis Rex with the double knee crusher to Spencer. Watts firing back with the forearm. Nemesis Rex firing off with the left hand, and back and forth they go once again. And down goes Spencer Watts. I'm sorry, down goes Nemesis Rex from Spencer Watts. Spencer Watts walking tall here, and that after that drop toe hold. Collar double tie up once again, and front face lock by Watts. Watts locking in the end game. Watts has got the end game locked in. Are we going to see an early submission? No. Nemesis Rex manages to break out of the hold. Double underhook suplex. This time Watts pulls it off. Watts picking up the much larger Nemesis Rex and that double underhook suplex. Now locking in the chin lock. Rex right out of it. Collar double tap, and Rex has had enough of Spencer Watts. He is trying to choke the very life out of the young man. Holds it until 4, then gets the break, and right into a low blow. Nemesis Rex has just thrown the rule book out of the window. Frankly, I think he uses it for toilet paper more than anything else. Good nerve hold there from Rex. Rex with the eye gouge now, scraping away at the eyes of Watts and going back to choking him. Breaking every rule in the book, and Nemesis Rex, as if he cares, is risking disqualification. Thrust to the throat from Rex and right back to the eyes. That's about the 5th rule broken we have seen from Nemesis at this juncture. Watts has got Nemesis Rex to the outside, gun to follow him out. Nemesis Rex has got a steel chair as the referee lays the count on both men. Nemesis Rex with the go behind. Watts switches around, takes Nemesis down to the canvas, and has the end game locked in outside. He's got the end game locked outside of the ring. We are on to a count of 13. They have until 20. Rex finally back inside, and Watts is going to follow him in. Look out! Right into an unkindness cut! Hook of the leg. 1, count of 2, and a kick out by Watts. Watts is kicked out of the unkindness cut. Watts with a body slam. Watts seems to have Nemesis Rex figuratively on the ropes. Rex has had to use every shortcut, every cut corner, every trick of the trade that he knows, and even the unkindness cut has been unable to keep Spencer Watts down for this long. Spencer Watts still firing off with those chops and right back into the chin lock. Rex finds the bottom rope, gets the hold broken by the referee. And now into the Devil's Due.
Give up.
That patented submission, and Watts has tapped out. Watts has tapped out Nemesis Rex with the submission victory over Spencer Watts. Time of the submission, 8 minutes and 26 seconds. Valiant effort from Spencer Watts, but it was Nemesis Rex who comes out on top in this meeting. And ladies and gentlemen, up next we have tag team action featuring Titus and Cynthia Love, Reckless Love. And they will be taking on, as a preview to their Block B match, Oliver and Evelyn Sin of Sanctum, the Sin Twins. Let's take you to ringside. There's the bell. Titus Love starting things off with Oliver Sin in this next of our preview matches for Block B. Reckless Love and Kevin Starr will be taking on all 3 members of Sanctum, the Sin Twins being joined by Rhett Holiday. And while these 4 teams that we have witnessed thus far in these last 2 matches, well, including the present match, have been mathematically eliminated, they are going to look to have a strong showing, a strong finish hopefully to determine or help determine a number one contender for the PWA six-man championship. So far, it is Oliver Sin really taking it to Titus Love with those leg kicks. And Titus now is working over Oliver Sin in the corner, locks in the high angle crab. And Oliver able to break out, makes the tag to Evelyn. And Sandwich Enziguri connects on Titus. Titus in a bad way here, needs to make the tag, and does make the tag to his wife Cynthia. Cynthia Love and Evelyn Sin, now two legal participants in the ring. And these are only two of the outstanding women that you will see on the PWA roster. And as many of you know, we do not have a women's division in PWA. Here, the women will compete right alongside in equal standing with the men. They are eligible for all of the titles that the men are. Nice arm drag by Cynthia. Collar and elbow tie-up, both ladies off the ropes, and sling blade lariat from Cynthia. Cynthia now trying to hide the choke from the referee. Mustang Peter laying the count and gets broken at 3. Destino from Cynthia. Cynthia hooks the leg, 1, count of 2, and a kick out. Collar and elbow tie-up once more. Rake of the eyes from Cynthia. Cynthia off the rope. Cynthia with another sling blade lariat. And this time it is Evelyn who retreats back to make the tag, and in comes Oliver Sin. More double teaming from the Sin twins. Double knees to the face of Cynthia. Cynthia with wherewithal to keep Oliver from getting on top and doing some more damage. Nice leg sweep there from Oliver Sin. And Oliver and Cynthia now going to trade shots here in the middle of the ring. Down goes Oliver. Cynthia with the advantage, and she is going to run over and make the tag to Titus. Headlock, reversed into a backdrop suplex by Oliver. Oliver and Titus now, the principals in the ring. Short rabbit punches there from Titus, and a Pele kick counter from Oliver. Oliver Sin gets taken over with a headlock takeover from Titus. Collar and elbow tie-up and an axe kick. Sin off the ropes and drops the elbow to the back of the neck of Titus. Titus able to jab out, and there's the tag to Evelyn. Sandwich Enziguri to Titus once more. My goodness, the Sin twins are certainly, they are really bringing the tag team expertise to the foreground in this match. Look out, Calamity! Calamity and a cover by Evelyn, and almost a 3 count, but Titus able to get the shoulder up just in the nick of time. Evelyn throws herself into the turnbuckle in a rage that she didn't win that match. Hooks the leg once more. 1, count of 2, and this time it was broken up by Cynthia. Oliver unable to keep the pin from being broken. Look out, Calamity to Titus once again. Cover 1, count of 2, and that's it. Time of the fall, 8 minutes and 13 seconds. Your winners, Oliver and Evelyn Sin, the Sin twins. Is this going to be a sign of things to come for Sanctum? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Absolutely no nonsense being held by some of these competitors. This is turning out to be a very short battery. We are now ready for our main event of the evening. Which will feature the tag teams of Alyssa and Uncle Aldo Wild. And they will be taking on Alex Prime, Captain Hollywood himself, and Brawler Beckett of the Champions League. Let's take you to ringside.
Next thing, respect my Wu Brooklyn bang. Brownsville, home of the brave, put it work in the street like a slave. Keep it rugged. Fight.
There's the bell, and our main event finally is underway. Alex Prime taking on Alyssa Wilde. In this tag team match, they are starting things off for their respective teams, and what a main event is going to be on Assault, featuring all 4 members plus their absent partners from this match. It will be the Wilde family, undefeated in Block B, to face the Champions League, also undefeated in Block B, in the finals. The winner of that match will meet DIE at PWA Warfare to determine the first ever PWA 6-man tag team champions. So far, right now, it is Alyssa Wilde who has got Alex Prime all locked up in that bow and arrow backbreaker. Alex Prime not spending a whole lot of time in that backbreaker. Goes for the backdrop suplex. Alyssa slides right out of it and makes the tag to Aldo. Oh, here we go. Double power bomb with a neck breaker to Prime. And now it is Aldo Wilde going to work on Captain Hollywood. Aldo off the ropes. Prime hops over a couple of times. Ooh. Aldo Wilde did not take kindly to that shoulder block. Stood on his feet. Drops Prime to the canvas. Collar and elbow tie up and a body slam from Wilde. Now Aldo off the ropes, and Prime back up to his feet before Aldo could get the advantage. Now Prime off the ropes, and elbow to the sternum, enough for a 1 count. Tag is made to Brawler Beckett. And Aldo Wilde takes down both members of the Champions League. Arm wringer by Beckett. Collar and elbow tie up. Arm wringer again by Beckett. Beckett beginning to work the arm of Aldo Wilde, maybe looking to take away one of those weapons. Of course, it is Aldo Wilde's fabled shoot submission maneuver that really utilizes those arms, and if he's having problems with one of those arms, can't lock the fingers, that will render the shoot much less effective. Tag is made, and Alyssa is in, and Alex Prime now back inside the ring, and Alyssa takes down Prime immediately. Leverage move by Brawler Beckett to send Alyssa to the outside. She is right back in. Now going to tangle with Alex once more. Sends Alex into the turnbuckle. And look out. Oh my! Greco-plex into the middle turnbuckle. That may have... most people that would have put out, but that seems to have woken Prime up. Nice throw there, and makes the tag to Brawler Beckett. Beckett and Alyssa Wilde now squaring off. Both competitors off the ropes, and Brawler ducks underneath the lariat. Now gets sent into the turnbuckle. Takes the jab from Alyssa. Alyssa with the hip toss. Collar and elbow tie up once more. Arm wringer from Beckett. Collar and elbow and a snapmare by Alyssa. Wrestling and counter wrestling. Cover, and not even one before the kick out. Both competitors off the ropes once again. Nice lariat there from Alyssa as she tags in Aldo Wilde. Big chop, and Beckett goes down. Spinning toe hold now applied by Aldo. And Beckett's going to kick him away. Gets it into the turnbuckle. Aldo going to set him up, and oh my, kissing that top turnbuckle over and over with his forehead. Cover by Wilde, and kick out at 1. And Beckett really is looking for that tag. Fires forearm after forearm to Aldo, and that's going to give him the room he needs. There's the tag to Alex Prime. Prime with a thrust kick to Aldo. Headbutt to Aldo or to Beckett. Down drops Brawler Beckett. Snap suplex by Prime. The referee regains control of this match. Tag is made to Alyssa Wilde. And Prime still firing off on Aldo Wilde. You better pay attention to Alyssa. Takes out both members of the Wilde family. And now Prime with that jailbreak style figure 4. And Alyssa didn't stay long there. Big chop, and down goes Alex. Collar and elbow tie up. DDT from Alyssa. Alyssa off the ropes. Alyssa with a sliding drop kick to Prime. Prime fires back with a thrust kick. There's the tag to Brawler Beckett. And the Champions League again get the tag team maneuver denied them. Arm wringer from Beckett. Collar and elbow tie up. Nice fireman's carry. Beckett circling, waiting for Alyssa to get back up. That was a mistake. There's a DDT, and already this match has gone longer than any other match on this card. Overhead belly-to-belly suplex from Alyssa. And Alyssa and Beckett are beginning to brawl here. Alyssa now running over the brawler and locks in that bow and arrow backbreaker, taking things back to wrestling. Prime in to break things up. Kick to the face of Alyssa, and Alyssa is going to make the tag to Uncle Aldo. Double drop kick from the Wilds to Brawler Beckett, and the Champions League is in a bit of a fix here. Collar double time, fireman's carry from Brawler Beckett, and now Beckett, look at that, top over wrist lock with a head scissor. Combination, submission move, and Aldo finds the back door. Tag is made to Alex Prime. And Aldo tags in Alyssa. All four participants in the ring, high-low kick from the Champions League. Alyssa and Prime now squaring off and throwing those forearms and uppercuts and chops back and forth. Down goes Alyssa. Prime looking to take advantage. She'll break figure four is locked in once again. And Alyssa breaks the hold before submitting. Collar double time once more. Alyssa centered for the ride. Prime with a hard open hand palm strike. Comes back with a running senton. Looks for the thrust kick, but Alyssa's out of the way. Collar elbow tie up. It's got Alyssa up into a Canadian-style backbreaker. Here comes Aldo. Nope, being forced back to his corner. Forearm after forearm from Prime, and finishes off with a drop kick. Both of these teams are undefeated for an excellent reason. This is going to be an outstanding match, and what a main event it is going to make for Assault this Thursday. Alyssa Wild with a frog splash off the top rope. Right across the back of Prime, makes the tag to Aldo. Wild Ride is locked in on Prime. Alyssa no longer the legal competitor. This will not result in a submission. I'll tell Alex Prime that. I could have sworn he was tapping. Aldo now has Prime trapped in the corner and working the knees, softening up the knees, possibly for the sharpshooter. Prime with a snap suplex. And there's the tag to Brawler Beckett. Prime off the ropes. Prime with a devastating kick to the side of the head. Burning hammer from Beckett, cover. Count of two, and Aldo kicked out. Aldo kicked out of the Burning hammer. Aldo and Beckett going back and forth. Beckett with a rotating chop, and Aldo answers with a lariat. Tag is made to Alyssa. Tag is made to Alex Prime. Beckett takes down both members of the Wild family. Referee trying to restore to order. Beckett now caught in the Wild Ride. But she's going to pay for it as she took her eyes off of Alex Prime. And he might have taken that personally. Oh, look out. Beckett with those brass knuckles to Aldo Wild. Alyssa going to town on Alex Prime in the meantime. Tag is made to Beckett. Assisted cutter by the Champions League. Drop kick to the knee of Alyssa. Hard to say who's got an edge right now. Screw slam from Alyssa Wild. Alyssa hooks the leg, one, and broken up by Prime. Prime to the top rope as Beckett is going to work on the back of Alyssa Wild. Referee gets Prime back to his corner. Alyssa hits another screw slam, covers Beckett, and gets a 1 count. Collar and elbow tie up. We hear the chanting of the crowd, old man rage, over and over again, trying to will Aldo to a win. Collar and elbow tie up between Prime and Wild. Aldo Wild. Prime looking for that Pele kick. Rebounding off the turnbuckle with a Pele kick. Oh, quick roll up by Aldo. Count of one, count of two, and kick out by Prime. Burning hammer to Alyssa. And a series of shotes to Aldo from Prime. Prime really working over the Elder Wild at this point. Look out, Hollywood! Holocaust, and Aldo's back to his feet. Aldo right back up from that Hollywood Holocaust. Oh, gets caught in an exploder. Exploder suplex by Prime. And Prime with a half-hitch brainbuster. just about spiked Wild on his head. Aldo Wild slips the drop kick and makes the tag to Alyssa. Prime, meantime, makes the tag. And there's the assistant cutter to Aldo Wild as Brawler Beckett is now in the ring. Sends Alyssa in for the right, and a Sonicari Bowler scores. Brawler Beckett up to the top rope. Beckett looking for the fist drop, and he got it. He's going back up to the top rope again. Double foot stomp, and he missed it. Alyssa right out of the way. Oh, front neck chancery by Beckett. Alyssa back up to her feet, but she's in a bad way. Low blow from Beckett. Alyssa's back up to her feet. Alyssa off the ropes and a thrust kick from the Brawler. And Beckett makes the tag to Alex Prime. Collar and elbow tap and a front neck chancery before Beckett is made to leave the ring once again. Prime with a go behind. He's got Alyssa up and down in a twisting backdrop. Collar and elbow tap, European uppercut, and look at Alyssa fire back. She's giving as good as she is getting, doing everything she can to stay in this match. Prime with a drop kick. And Alyssa comes back with a super kick. And makes the tag to Aldo Wild. Aldo Wild back inside the ring. And there's the tag of Brawler Beckett. Everybody back in the ring. Another super kick to Prime. It is down to Beckett and Aldo. Aldo gets sent into the turnbuckle. Beckett gonna look to do some damage. And look at the damage he's doing. Foot after foot into the sternum of Aldo Wild. Go behind and a German suplex. And Aldo Wild grabs the bottom rope. Collar elbow tie up. Oh! Blatant low blow in front of the referee! Roll up by Wild! 1, 2, and a kick out by Beckett. Beckett just ran over Alyssa Wild. Now both competitors off the ropes, and again the low blow from Beckett. Beckett looks like he's signaling for it. No, he's got to pick Aldo back up to his feet. Drop kick to the back of the knee. Aldo back up to his feet first somehow. Collar and elbow tie up. Blatant low blow again by Beckett. And here it comes. He's got it locked in. There's Pax Britannica. Aldo Wild has tapped out. The Champions League have taken this match heading into Assault. And they've got all the momentum in the world. Time of the submission, 24 minutes and 27 seconds. Your winners, the Champions League. And ladies and gentlemen, before we part this evening, we do have a special public service announcement from all of us at PWA. Now, we understand that this past year has been absolutely just crazy, just insane. Politics have really gotten the better of people in this country. Everyone seems to be divided. We've had lockdowns. Many people have lost their jobs. They've been on furloughs or have lost their entire businesses altogether, and now we are staring in the face possibly of another lockdown in the next coming months, which will be officially on a national scale. And it is during these lockdowns when people will be confined to one particular place, and things can get a little crazy, and people may make decisions that they wouldn't normally make in such a time. And well, all of us at PWA would like to remind you that if this does happen, if this does come to pass, remember to be there for each other as much as you possibly can. Be strong, look out for yourselves, and by all means, look out for your friends. And always remember, friends don't let friends watch AEW. Thank you, and good night.